everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to this channel, and welcome to a new Minecraft series that I have yet unnamed, but if you recognize what the current armor I'm wearing or what the weapon I'm wearing is, then you might recognize this as something from RWBY, RWBY. It's a web series produced by Rooster Teeth. It's very cool. It's got like this cool power system with semblances and whatnot. I quite enjoy it. I've seen everything but the latest season. This is the Ruby mod. RWBYM is, I believe, how they even abbreviated the name for the mod or whatever. And in it, we have, if I pressing tab, like that's going to open up the inventory. I've been playing Power World. That's the inventory button for Power World. I think I've played too much of that. Anyways, Ruby, the Ruby mod. Doop, doodle, doop. It has a whole bunch of cool weapons and a whole bunch of cool new enemies. And some extra cool power system that we're going to be showing off here. I'm just wearing this current outfit because I wanted to show off something, but I will be tossing the weapon and the armor in just a moment. But yeah, I quite enjoy this mod. It's been a little while since I've played with it on my own, and obviously I haven't played with it on the channel, so I thought I'd give it a go. So I think I can toss away this stuff now and get over some of the more important stuff, like the fact that I'll probably be dying pretty soon. But anyways, let me get rid of the stupid punch a tree thing. It's getting on my nerves. I would like the corner of the screen back, and now it's there instead. Anyways, you might notice some new things on the screen, however, and some new things in the world. Because, obviously, we're not just going to be playing with a single mod. There's obviously other stuff in the pack. So, I've gone ahead and made this a little bit harder than typical, with a new health system that I might be switching out depending on how it goes, how I like it. But, I can open up this screen. Welcome to the first aid mod. This tutorial will guide you through this mod and explain the different mechanics. As you may have already noticed, your vanilla health bar is gone, and you have all of these things instead. Every part of your body has its own health, so if you fall from a high place, one of your feet will be damaged. This may cause some debuffs to apply, like slowness for damaged feet, mining fatigue for damaged arms, and so on. These can be bypassed with morphine or healing the wound. Wounds can be healed with bandage or plaster. You can sleep in a bed to automatically regen. And you'll die if your head or body reach 0. And yeah, the head dies, we die. And so on and so forth. There's some other stuff. We have this cool new menu. End of the tutorial. This is the first aid mod. I've seen it used in the Ruby series before, so I was figured, I think I'm going for a bit more of a challenge. We'll try it out. We'll see what we think. So basically, if I were to jump from like 300 blocks in the air, I mean, I'd probably still die because it will do enough damage to break everything else too. But it will break my legs first, and then I'll be slowed. And certain enemies, when they attack, they might hit the head, or they might hit the arms instead, and we kind of want things that aren't our head or body to get hit first, because we don't want to die. So there's all that stuff. We'll see how I feel about it. That might get removed at some point, depending on how it goes. But that's not the only new thing on the... Can you go away now? I'm fairly certain I already opened my inventory. But there's other things obviously going on the screen. We have that new bar down to the left. And some new enemies already floating about. You didn't take long to show up, did you? So that bar down there, that is the aura bar. That is our power energy or whatever. And it also acts as a form of defense. So I think I accidentally showed it by jumping off a tree earlier. But if I take damage, it will first go through my aura. We start with a basic 100. So let's say I get hit by any enemy. I'll say a zombie because obviously everyone knows what a zombie is. I have actually stopped most zombies from spawning unless they're spawned by spawners, which are... We'll find plenty of zombie spawners and whatnot in there. But, yeah. let's say a zombie hits us, it will hit our aura first before breaking our bodies. Before breaking our body parts with this new system. Or taking away health, I suppose, in base. So that's a little bit why I was a little bit more inclined to try out that first aid thing here, because we're not going to be taking all that damage. So a little bit more realistic, but we have some extra backup stuff just in case as well. But aura also has another use. And use with our semblance, which is basically our superpower. There are... I don't remember. How many are there? All of these little coins we can collect will give us a different semblance. We started... I'll go over when we started with in just a moment. But it looks like there are 14 different semblances to get. Oh. We doing okay? Game just froze up for a second there. Anyways, there are 14 different semblances to get. And we, if we go through our handy little smartphone right here, it's called a scroll, but it's a smartphone. This also has like a team system. If you're playing with other players, it will show you your stats. This is like party stats, like how much each member has semblance aura-wise. We started with the Weiss's semblance and 100 aura, and you'll use basic experience to level it up further. Weiss's is really cool, because if I use it... Do I not have it? I thought I had it on G. What is... One second, what is my semblance control? Ruby, Ruby, Ruby... That was first aid. I don't know why I thought that was Ruby. Activate semblance is on G. I guess it's conflicting with something? That shouldn't matter. Why isn't my semblance working? Huh. Oh. I suppose I can try changing that, but I don't think that should matter. The remove magazine, swap magazine should only affect while I have a gun in hand. But apparently it mattered enough. We summon Borba tusks, rather. This friend here is basically a summon of one of the different enemies in this mod, and this friend will just run around killing things for us, and it honestly didn't even take that much aura. Like, I can summon... Okay, it looks like I can only max out at 2 for right now, but they are very strong, and like, this Geist here met its match immediately. Did I get a drop? No drops from it, though. And this friend will just, like, run around here until it dies. It might have a time limit, but I don't remember. It's getting dark. I've been rambling for a little bit. Oh yeah, Pam's is in, because extra food stuff is cool. And it's so bad just on its own, though. So yeah, Weiss's is very good, especially when you reach higher levels, because each semblance, or most of the semblances at least, also do have levels to go through. So, Weiss's is very good. We can just start fighting immediately without putting in much work. I should have gotten, like, basic stone tools before I started. That's a wither skeleton. Go away. Oh, thank goodness for aura, otherwise I'd have wither right now. Never mind, I have wither right now, and that doesn't even matter. Goodbye, goodbye. Do I have more? You're just gonna keep chasing me, huh? Boratusk, go, please. Let me swim to this other shore. I have other things to go over, some other mods. We got slash blades in, which are like really cool katanas. I've played with it before. I've never gotten too far into it, but there are some really cool swords when you get far enough. There's that. I should probably just take a quick moment and get basic stone stuff at least. Still not how you open inventory. Thumbcraft's in. What else is in? Lost Cities adds in these really cool things. I sort of just showed them but didn't explain them. I have one other dungeon mod in. I don't remember what. There is a Apathy nearby, which is a special Grimm, which is all the enemies from the Ruby mod. But, is that all? I don't think I put in much else. Like, basically, I built everything around Ruby, added in the Epic Siege mod, which makes mobs a little bit stronger, and every time you beat a boss, they get boosted. And First Aid for extra things, extra difficulty. I did actually put it on hard mode as well. Is that it for basics, for important things? Minecolonies is in, so we can build up special villages, as well as Minecraft comes alive. I can't run away because the apathy's there. And I think that's it. Ice and fire. I keep thinking of other things to name. And then basically just a whole bunch of things we're a little bit more aware of. I don't think I'm missing anything else important. I think I'm going to go pull up the mod pack real quick just to make sure. So give me just 1 second so I can just like sort of get myself to safety here. Doop doop. Let me go pull up the mod pack real quick. Okay. So I'm currently paused. I was about to unpause, but I heard a dragon roar and figured I'd say the last 2 parts I have to say before going to get turned into fried chicken or whatever it tells us in the chat log. So the only other 2 mods that we haven't seen before is a mod called Shinjufu. Oh, was that you screaming? I thought it was a dragon. Oh, I have weakness, which means I'm gonna die in this pit I've made. This pit is my grave. I cannot escape. Wonderful. I don't think my summon will be able to escape either, so I think I am just dead here. But anyways, Shinjufu adds in a lot of Japanese inspired, cool looking decorative pieces and some extra cool food stuff. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Yep, that dragon's coming to eat me. Oh, I am out of aura. The dragon just immediately took care of all of it. Yeah, I'm dead here. No escape. Goodbye. Now I had the thought of trying some sort of hardcore thing, but realized I wasn't really set up for that, so I figured I'd just do a regular series instead. Which is good, because we're already... That dragon's right there at spawn! Why does this happen in every series? Why is there always a dragon right at the spawn point? But, Shinjufu is a new mod we haven't seen before. And I added in one more that kind of made its way in by mistake, but I figured I wouldn't get rid of it. It's called Psi, PSI, and it's basically just like this magic gun. Rude! I'm trying to do stuff. Psi, PSI. Basically, it's like has this weird logic stuff for like you logic magic into... Go away. It has like if, or, and statements or whatever. I think that was a big boss. I'm glad that disappeared before it did anything. But, magic guns. You make magic bullets and you fire them and they have special effects. I kind of added it in by mistake. This is based off, like, some random stuff I was trying, like tossing a whole bunch of mods together, trying to make a mod pack. Psi ended up in that, and I just copied it and started deleting some stuff to make this one, and I sort of forgot to delete it. That's bad. That's the wyvern. That is the scariest thing in the mod pack. So... That thing's actually stronger than most tier 5 dragons, so we're gonna be running away. But yeah, Sai sort of accidentally made its way in, but I figured I might give it a shot anyways. But for right now, I'm just going to be running, and hopefully I can make it anywheres far enough away from that dragon or all the Grimm on my tail. That's a pit. This is bad. I need... Wow, that's really bad, honestly. Oh, I am stuck. Ow, I am out of aura. Oh, one of my feet is actually injured, and I'm getting caught on all the vines. I don't think I'm going to be making it out of here alive. I should have at least started with, like, stone tools or something. So many Geist. You are the worst things, because you will not leave me alone. Ow! There goes a leg. This is not looking well. I think I'll be returning to spawn again. I can't even summon because I don't have aura. Ow, rude. I I can't do it. I can't run. Help me. Please, just let me go. Let me go. I don't want to die again. That must have been a creep. Ow. Run. I have permanent slowness because my leg is broken. No, I don't want to die again. I might have made some mistakes when putting together this mod pack. But, I'm just gonna keep running. I can't really escape those guys. I need to stop and make a weapon. But they're just going to kill me as soon as I do. You're not... You're kidding me. I can't escape dragons. Like, they're... Oh, that's a creep. That's wonderful. Ow. I have slowness. I can't move. Ooh, dust. That's a cool thing. Too bad I can't mine it. So, dust is a special thing from Ruby. It adds in... It has, like, special powers. It's an ore. It can definitely explode if you're not careful. So that's a bit scary. I've entered the dragon's domain. I'm about to die again. Oh, my legs are completely broken now. Nice to meet you, Beowulf. Goodbye. I am dead. Apathies, guys. I've brought this upon myself. They can't even kill me properly. There we go. Back to spawn. Back to the dragon. I might have to see you in a moment. At least it's turning daytime, so there will be less Grimm. Just the... Grimm don't spawn at night. They only... Grimm spawn at night, like most other hostile mobs, but they will stick around during the day. So, I should hopefully be at least a little bit more safe. I just need to take a break and just get stone tools at least. So, let's get down to basics, shall we? Because, oh boy, this is not going to be an easy one. If I actually manage to kill a Grimm, I can get some good rewards. Plus, I very desperately am going to need to find a vanilla... not a death stalker. These things are awful. They give you wither. And most of the... there, Borotask, get it, please. Oh, so much lost aura. Most of the... It went straight for my head with the wither, didn't it? Save me, please. Most of the Grimm have extra reach, which makes fighting them a little difficult. Ooh, Grimm amalgam. If I find a regular village, there will be like a shop stall that I can pay, that I can give these for money from the Ruby mod. And that ruby and that money can be used to buy new weapons and outfits, get some like nice gear. And all of this gear actually has extra abilities, like extra speed, extra damage, all that fun stuff. So we're definitely going to want to get some of that. But, first things first, I need to find, like, a proper cave, one that I can actually mine in. I do have better caves and better mine shafts in as well. But, yeah, just need to find somewhere safe, gather a little bit more wood, and get some of the basics going. So... I saw red dots on the map and thought I was about to die again. So, basic stuff. Time to punch some trees. Get some wood and then just dig down and start mining up some stone, because, oh boy, we're gonna need it. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step and all that. So, I think I might just see you in a moment, once I have, like, basic stuff at least. Okay, so I grabbed her up a little bit extra cobble, and at this point I just have like the 3 shovel, words are hard, pickaxe, axe, sword, as I typically do, and I decided I'm going to take a quick look to see about the first aid stuff. How do we make bandages, and how do we make plaster? Turns out it's pretty simple. We're just going to need a whole bunch of string and a whole bunch of wool, because apparently they do take some time to use as well. So we're definitely going to have to set up some sort of sheep farm wherever we set up, and some easier way to make string. Oh yeah, there are... I completely forgot about that. That's actually really good that I left Pam's in then. Or that I added in Pam's, because I think I stopped most spider spawning. just to make room for a whole bunch of the other cool modded enemies. I stopped most of the base game enemies, which has already come back to bite me in the form of all those Grimms that were chasing us earlier, but that's besides the point. But definitely need a whole bunch of food, definitely gonna need to gather a whole bunch of wool off of some sheep. I'll get to breaking gardens at a later point once I actually have... You can go away! And now that I know what noise you make, I can actually just know when you're coming. Thank you for the experience. I'm gonna need a little bit more experience than that if I want to get any upgrades to my aura. Ooh, there's actually a whole bunch of sheep on the map. But, only finding a whole bunch of cities so far. Thank you. Sorry, sheep friends. And, Bop, thank you for your food. I thank you for the food and the wool. I desperately need both. So, ooh, there's a whole bunch of them all around. So once I've gathered up some of this, I suppose I can actually head into one of the cities. They should also have a decent amount of string hanging around somewheres with like cobwebs and whatnot. So that might be a decent way to get started, because our head's already taking quite a beating, and if that breaks, we're definitely dead. So, sorry, sheep. And need a little bit of coal, because food's not looking too good either, so we would definitely like to get that up and going. What was that? I definitely heard a noise. Unsure for a second if it was a dragon or if it was something worse, because it could definitely just be something worse, even. So thank you for the coal. Gonna definitely cook up this food immediately. Don't head down here any further then. But there's actually some dust hanging out around here, so I think I want to mine this. But let's be a little bit careful. This stuff will explode if we're not careful. Like, I believe every time you mine dust, there's a... I don't even know what the percentage is, like 10% or something like that, maybe 5%. It'll just go boom. So, mining that's always a little bit scary, so you want to put a little bit of distance and some cover between you. But, jump scares, really. I'm stuck in a... Let's not go down there and say we did, because, all those booms are not super appealing to me. Ooh, did I just get pieces? I did! Crescent Rose and Magna Hill pieces. If you kill Grimm, there's a chance you'll just get an amalgam, but you could also get some of the pieces you need to build. Specifically, I think it's the weapons for, like, the main characters only. Oh, I have weakness. I can't even kill this cow. Leave me alone. Epic Siege makes it so that zombies can break through walls, so put a little bit of distance over here. But, yeah. You can get the weapons for, like, the main 8 characters, I think? Like, the main 4, who are made up of Ruby, Weiss, Blake, Yang, the ones that the RWBY comes from, and then their best friends, Group Juniper, so we can make this weapon, this weapon, this weapon, and this weapon. So, yeah, I guess it is these first 8 weapons are the ones you can build, and then the rest of them you have to buy or get as special rare drops. That's cool. And, time to make some food. Not the eggs. Did not want to throw the eggs. That's not what I was after. Make 2 furnaces, then cook this up, because I am tired of not being able to move properly. So, I think I'm just gonna hope I'm safe here and see you in a moment once this is all done cooking up. Okay. I thought I was being smart and made a bed. I forgot something. Epic Siege doesn't let you sleep through the night. That's fun. I forgot about that little tidbit of information. So, guess I'll die. Hey, at least I can set my respawn point. But, I would very much like not to have to deal with all these enemies all the time. I forgot to make that change to Pam's, too, because food means nothing with Pam's right now. I understand why the Pam's thing exists to make vanilla food less good, but I also kind of hate it. Like, I understand why it exists, but I always get rid of it because I don't like it. It doesn't... Eh. I suppose it forces you to use the new food, but it's... I don't know. I might change that. I'll probably change that config. I might keep this non-sleeping thing. I'll think over that one. But, yeah, I've still got food to cook up. Let me just wait this out. Oh yeah, I also forgot to show off a thing. So fire dust, what can we use this for? I sort of just picked it up and then bolted because I got hit with a geist. This stuff you can smelt up into this type of fire dust, which you can either sell off or use to turn into various ammo types for some of the various weapons. Like, these are used for... I don't actually know. Like, each weapon will say which type of ammo it uses, because most of these weapons are both melee and ranged in turn. Like, they have modes for both. Like the scythe, that is also a high-powered rifle. It's a gun. It's also a gun. I'm gonna throw in some weird gags like that are just like, this is a thing from the show. But anyways, yeah, dust can be smelted into that and used to make ammo or sold off, or you can turn it into things like this. Fire dust. If I were to do this and then put it in my offhand, ow, why did that break my leg specifically? This, I don't think dust is gonna work how I want it to. It's supposed to half your health, your max health, but in turn gives you 150% extra damage. I now do 13 per swing, but if it's just gonna break my legs whenever I use it, why can't you... Huh. That did not work as intended. So, I get... And now I'm backed up to full health. Drugs are... dust is basically drugs when you use it like this. I guess drugs are really bad for you. It did just murder me. Okay. Take the bed with us. Not that it's super useful, apparently. But, there's an apathy over there. But I actually have enough damage to overcome it now. I should have made a backpack. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I now have the leather I need for it. I think. Backpack is 4 leather. Yeah, 4 leather, 4 wool in this version. In some versions, it's a little bit different. Good on you. Thank you. You lot. Apathy, you're annoying. I'm actually kind of safe right here, at least. Just have to get a little bit closer. Swing. Oh, that crit did a lot. 50 health on these guys. That's... Ow! That was very rude. That was rude and uncalled for. Die. Die, foul zombie. Ow. Oh, you have so much extra range. Just keep doing this. That is effective. Apathy, you are getting on my nerves. I want to grab all that stuff. But, you are stopping me from fighting that thing, which is a major problem. Ooh, that zombie has a slash blade. What was that? Oh yeah, I forgot zombies can place blocks because of Epic Siege. Actually, you're worse than this thing. So those things are spawns. So many Grimm, plus all the other stuff getting in the way. I'm very quickly gonna run out of inventory space. But, this is an Ursa Major. This is... I believe this is actually going to be counted as a boss. Why is your health already boosted? If I kill this thing, all other mobs will probably get stronger. Because Epic Siege boosts things when bosses are killed. For Epic Siege, this is considered strong enough to be a boss. I got cocky and thought I could go toe for toe with this thing for some reason. Ow. Ring around the rosy, jumping in a tree, please. Oh, that was close. You have so much health, but please just die. Die. Die, gotcha. Ooh, that's a cool thing. What is that? Ragora semblance coin. Wasn't expecting to pick up one of those in episode 1. So if we wanted to, we could now switch away from the Weiss semblance. Interestingly enough, there are two, technically 3. There are technically 3 semblances that let you do summons of some sort. Our one we currently have, Weiss's, gives you summons of basically a lot of the enemies from the mod. The Ragora one we just picked up lets you summon this weird demon dragon head that follows you around and like beats up all the enemies. It's kind of cool, but it's not always the most reliable. Like, it'll oftentimes just run off and do its own thing for a little bit and just sort of leave you alone. Plus, it's very aura intensive. Creepers, no. So it's interesting that we got 2 of the summon ones as our starting one, and then the first one we picked up extra. Ah, you are being rude. This is... Ow. I didn't even get shot. I don't know why I said ow there. But the fact that the dust works this weirdly is kind of working out for us, because we've already paid the price for it, and now we just infinitely get extra damage. I might just have to say no. This kind of feels exploitative a little bit. Like, exploiting a little bit of a glitch isn't really my strong suit. I'm not a huge fan of doing it. But, run up here. Ow, rude. Oh, that's a death stalker. I'm dead here. I'm almost 100% dead here. Ah, no, my spawn just... Oh, my spawn just got me killed, didn't it? Yep, it did. It pushed me into the enemy, and thus I die. No, not again. I've died. I just ran into it. I've died so many times already. I think it's like 3. It's not even that much compared to like some of our other series, but I don't want to just keep dying forever. That tree had string on it. I should have grabbed it real quick. But I'd rather just run for my life real quick. So yay, fun, running forever. But yeah, I think I want to start adventuring and hopefully find at least some sort of starting base. What is the current map looking like? Am I safe to stop here for a moment, or is the dragon hot on my tails? Hot on my tail still. Blah, words are hard. That is a lot of cities. Did I set this up wrong? I might have set up the wrong city spawn, because I wanted a decent amount of cities, but not only cities. And right now it's sort of feeling like only cities. You are an issue. You are spawned by an enemy, you have insane range and pretty strong attack for this early on. You can go away. And I'm out of inventory space. Ow, rude. So let's make a backpack real quick as well. Like so. Doop, doop. I always do this wrong. Somehow I know I'm going to do it wrong again. Yep, I did. Like so, gives us a basic backpack. I forgot it was actually called basic backpack. That's kind of, I just thought, that fits name-wise. You, all of you can go away. We're missing a lot of pieces. Actually, hold on. I think we're only missing 1 piece for Magnahild. Yep, 4 pieces for you. So we're almost to our first weapon. That came faster than I was expecting. But like, all of you can just sit like that for now. Grimm amalgam. Yeah, we're hard. You can go in there. And we're good to run. I might just make a boat. There's a decent amount of water. I just picked up the crafting table. Like so. And I think I'm just going to go on a little bit of a voyage around some of the coast. Hopefully find an area that's not entirely... I should go this way. The dragon's that way. Hopefully I'll find an area that's not just entirely cities still. So I think I'm just going to go at this for a little bit. And hopefully I'll see you once I found like a little bit more of an area that I'd like to set up base in. So 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Couple things. One, found a loot tree with some extra string on it, so let's pick up this. Although, for one of the conclusions I have come to at this point, everything I do right now might not matter, because I might need to do a world reset. So, I'll do that one first. I was thinking about doing that one last, but yeah. So turns out I set something up wrong during world creation, apparently. I have the settings wrong for Lost Cities. What Lost Cities does when you set it up is its own style of world spawn. Like, you know how you can change something to do like a super flat world, or you can have uh high extreme amplified bound biomes or whatever it's called. Yeah, it has its own thing there with its own like custom rules for setting it up. Apparently, I did it wrong and set it up to only spawn these cities, apparently, which is not what I was after. Like, it's kind of fun having them all over the place so I can run around them, but if nothing else is spawning, that kind of makes it hard to find a village or anywhere I want to actually set up. Because it would be near enough impossible to, like, properly set up inside one of these and, like, take it over completely and make it safe, because it's just there's like a million spawners in each one of these little areas. Each one of these little neighborhoods or whatever has like 10 spawners per building or something like that, if not more. So I can't exactly just break into one of these. So I think I'm going to have to reset, to start over again in a new world. And I'll just leave this episode as like an episode 0. Like, this is the mod pack. Here's running around a little bit, showing off some of the stuff. But next time, I'll change that up. I'll try out some of the other choices or whatever settings, and we'll have it properly set up next time, as well as a few config changes I want to make as well, like Pam's food and whatnot. But I suppose I have my third thing I wanted to bring up. Welcome to the Forever Fall. This is one of 3 biomes. 4 biomes. I was about to say one of 2, but no, there are actually 2 other ones I completely forgot about. Ow. Added in by the Ruby biome. The Forever Fall is this nice, like, red, like, every tree here is red. All the grass is red. It's very pretty to look at. But this area is very dangerous, because if I remember correctly, it only spawns Grimm or something like that. I believe the Forever Fall will only spawn... I don't remember if it's only Grimm or only some Grimm. And I thought I could do it during day, but I haven't seen any, so I guess it's only during at night. So, that doesn't matter as much for this, since we have most other mobs turned off. But, like, if we were playing vanilla, if you find that... if we were playing without turning off some mobs... If you were, like, running around at night, running away from zombies, and then you suddenly hit Forever Fall, you're basically gonna get just ganged up by a whole bunch of Grimm. But, there's another one called... what is it called? It's basically a winter equivalent. Like, this is Forever Fall. It's... what's it called? I don't remember. I haven't seen one on the map yet, so I can't even just look at one. So it's basically just like a snow equivalent. Everything is white instead. And it functions more or less the same, if I remember correctly, as the Forever Fall. Then there's a biome that doesn't spawn any hostile mobs. I believe it's called the Golden Lands or something like that. And then there's one called the Dark Lands, I think. I could be wrong on some of the names. But it's bad. Like, I want to find one to show it at some point. I'm sure we'll run into it at some point during the series. But it's basically just this awful mire of shadows where you can't even see 5 blocks in front of you when you walk into it. And it's constantly spawning Grimm even during the day. And the water will kill you very quickly if you walk in it. It's not a fun place to get stuck to get stuck in while trying to survive. But I would like to find one and show it off relatively quickly again. But yeah, there's some cool biomes from this mod as well as some of the other cool stuff we've seen. But I think for today, I might just call this one here. I'll try changing some things around. We'll be starting up afresh tomorrow. I'll just start with some of the basic stuff, like I'll give myself a backpack and basic tools and whatnot. All that's fun stuff. But if you have any suggestions, like any changes I should make, mods that should go in, mods that you think maybe don't belong, leave them down in the comments below. But with all that said and done, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.